Video we're going to cover agency. Agency is used to define who the doer of the verb is in the passive voice. So the agent, as we said before, the agent is the doer of the verb in the passive. So in English, we say by. By is how we denotes agent. So we can say I am examined. I am examined by the woman. I'm examined by the woman. In Greek, we use the preposition apo, which means from, but in this case, it means the English by, denotes agent. So examine is exetazo. So if we put this into the middle passive, or rather in this case has to be the passive because there's an agent. If we put this into the passive, there we go. So if we put exetazo into the passive, we get exetas, and now we need our first person singular endings, exetazome. I'll figure this short, exetazome. So I am examined by the woman. If we translate this into Greek using our exetazome, we say exetazome apo, and apo takes the accusative, apo την γυναίκα. I am examined by the woman. Εξετάζομαι από την γυναίκα. I am examined by the woman. So this is our agent denoter, and this is our agent, aka the doer of the verb. Here is the verb. We can see here that I, εγώ, if we're being explicit, I am the one that's being examined, because this first person singular agrees agrees with our first person pronoun. So this is a first person pronoun. It's singular. I is singular. Εγώ is in the nominative. So εγώ is nominative singular first person pronoun. So the nominative here is functioning both as subject of the verb, it agrees with the verb, and as the direct object of the verb because the doer of the verb is an accusative agent, because this is a passive construction. So the woman, as the agent, is doing the examining. And what is she examining? The grammatical subject, which is in the nominative case, εγώ, me. So this is how agency works. Apo is used to denote the agent, who is the doer of the verb, and the subject, the grammatical subject, which is in the nominative case, is the subject of the verb. The verb agrees with the subject, and the subject is also the direct object in the passive. Let's just do another example really quickly. Let's hide all this so you can't see it. So let's say they are examined by the woman. Pause the video and try to do this on your own. I'm assuming that you paused the video, so hopefully you gave this a try. So they are examined. So here we have they. I'll just do this in the masculine. Αυτή, αυτή. This is nominative, plural, third person. It's a third person pronoun. Nominative, plural, third person pronoun. So we know that the subject of the sentence has to be in the nominative case. So we know that this is the subject of examined, and we said that examined is exetazo. So if we conjugate exetazo in the third person plural, what do we get? We get exetaz, and then plus our third person plural primary passive endings. Alpha yield is short, accent goes on the antepenult. Afti exetazonde, they are examined. And now we denote our agent, apo, tin, and we said before, γυναίκα. Αυτοί εξετάζονται από την γυναίκα, or just εξετάζονται από την γυναίκα. You don't need αυτοί, but just so we're explicit, so you understand what's going on, I'm putting it there. So, αυτοί is nominative plural and is a third person pronoun, third person plural pronoun. Εξετάζονται has to agree in person and in number with this pronoun, which it does. This is a third person plural ending, and it's in the passive. So if we want to explicitly say what our doer is, which we don't need to, we can just say they're examined. But if we want to say who it's by, we have to use our agency denoter, which is the preposition apo, which takes an accusative, and the accusative in here is the noun γυναίκα, την γυναίκα. This is our accusative because this apo takes accusative. So, αυτοί εξετάζονται από την γυναίκα. I think this might be clear enough. This is how it's done.